today was our opening of our fine arts facility. It's been in the making for, I guess it'd be almost a year and a half. It seats 366 people, and it's a fantastic facility, state-of-the-art, one of the best sound and light booths in the district, and we are more than pleased to have it in our hands.
Am I good?
Because it's like tucked in behind like three things.
There is a green room that has traditional full lighting areas for students to get makeup done. We have changing areas, the stage obviously, a full catwalk with light systems, and then we have a dance studio with a Marley floor that's been installed. It's state-of-the-art for dancers. As a visual and performing arts school, we have been in need of a space for our students to perform. We have lots of great talent, obviously, and that talent needed somewhere to shine. And this is our ability to shine. We can really showcase our students with great lighting, great sound, and really just a great sounding area.
I would like to thank the student, staff, and PRP community and district staff and elected officials for making this day a possibility. It's truly a great day at PRP.
Can you believe that only 12 months ago we were celebrating the groundbreaking for this new facility? At the time, there were nothing more than mounds of dirt and remember the chain link fence? Well, a lot's changed over the past year. But the reason why this facility is important hasn't changed. It's important to the students we serve. Like all the work that we do, it's about increasing student achievement. We know that improvements in student achievement don't always happen in a traditional classroom. Achievement takes place in artistic settings which support our mission of providing instruction that inspires. Whether it's mastering biology, anatomy, chemistry, and other sciences through dance, or studying the work of some of the world's literary masters through a theatrical performance, this facility will help make learning relevant. Earlier this week, as Dr. Shumate noted, JCPS joined a handful of districts that are designated as a Ford Fund Next Generation Learning Community. This designation reflects our commitment to providing students with a relevant education that prepares them for life after graduation. As we look down the road, I am confident that this facility will strengthen and enhance the great work that is already taking place within this school. To the students, faculty, parents, and staff who have endured several months of construction, thank you for your patience. I'm confident that this facility will further enhance the work that is being done within communications, media, and the arts. To our wonderful community and business partners whose unwavering support ensures the quality of experience provided within this facility, we want to make sure that with what happens inside matches the quality of the outside. So I thank you and look forward to the great work that will take place. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Jefferson County Board of Education member that represents PRP, Mr. Chuck Haddaway.
Thank you. It's great to see everybody here today. It is a time to shine for sure. Senator Duncan of the U.S. Secretary of Education said the arts significantly boost student achievement, reduce discipline problems, and increase the odds that students will go on to graduate from college. I myself, in the times that I was a student, learned a lot of the advantages of being in the performing arts. I remember back in first grade when I lived in the row houses of Baltimore County, Maryland, I had the tall task of learning the Gettysburg Address for my first grade class. And I learned it, and I studied it, and still can quote a lot of it because it was ingrained in me back then. I remember some of the fun of creating a stovepipe hat out of some cardboard and some paper. I remember as a first grader, I said, I've got to play Lincoln, I've got to have a beard. Didn't know what to do with that. Well, my dad needed a haircut about the same time. He had all this long curly hair, so we cut it off, glued it on my face, and I had a beard, and it was Lincoln in the first grade. I was in the first play at the Youth Performing Arts School here at JCPS, and it was The Mad Woman of Chaillot. And I remember studying the French accent and trying to perfect it. And I think I would accomplish just irritating all of my fellow students because I had to practice it all the time. I was in the Mall and the Night Visitors one time at the Performing Arts School. And in the Mall and the Night Visitors, I played a dancer. That's an opera. I wasn't about to sing. I couldn't sing. They wouldn't keep people in the stands if I sang. But I had to do that Bolshevik dance. Does anybody know what that is? You know, the squatting down and kicking. Got in good shape. It helped in soccer for sure. So the arts education, when I think about what it's done in my life, it captures the creativity that is sometimes hidden inside of a student. It gives them and encourages them expression to how to express themselves in unique ways. It also cultivates confidence. And when you can perform in front of people, just like we heard the national anthem sung, that's not an easy song to sing. To be the first performance in this theater and to do it so well, it cultivates confidence. You know, Pleasure Ridge, people ask me all the time, I have friends all over the country, what's it like living here? It's a great, strong community, as you know. It's built on long-lasting, loyal friendships. It's built on people that work very hard and dedicated to help their neighbor out. And now we've added another gym to this community. So many memories happen in this place, Pleasure Ridge Park High School, because oftentimes it is the heart of the memories that are built in this community. And so I'm excited to see the performances and starting to build some new memories here with the opening of Cinderella and all the things that are going to happen on this stage. It is your time to shine, PRP Panthers, and we'll be glad to watch you. I'd like to welcome Congressman John Yarmuth.
Well, thank you very much, Chuck. Hello, everybody here, all you Panthers. Great to be here, and I thank you for the invitation. Thanks also to Dr. Hargens and everyone here from JCPS, and the board members here, Mayor Fischer, Councilman Blackwell, Councilwoman Welch, and the students and graduates who are speaking and performing here today. I also want to thank all the teachers here today, as well as all the educators and school administrators throughout our community who emphasize artistic exploration and education. And I can say now, after seeing this facility, Valley's got nothing on you. This is a great moment of pride, I know, for PRP, the entire PRP community, and certainly this school. And I'm very proud that I have a PRP graduate working with me on my staff. Where's Krista Robinson? Krista, where are you? There you are. Oh, good. And she's very proud today. But to all you educators, your dedication to these students and to pursuing the arts, particularly at a time when resources are getting scarcer, is vital to continuing the extraordinary arts culture in our community. Whether you're an aspiring actor, director, stagehand, dancer, musician, or conductor, every great artist needs the tools to explore their craft. And I don't think I need to say that it's better to rehearse Cinderella in this facility rather than over in the gym. The immediate benefits of this facility are obvious to all of us here today, but investing in the arts provides us a lot more over the long term. Us as a community, you as students, and PRP and our entire community. As has been said already, study after study shows that students with access to robust arts education programs in school are more likely to go to college and be successful in their careers, more likely to vote, more likely to volunteer in your community, and more likely to work for causes that benefit friends and neighbors. So to the student artists, you are also part of a thriving local arts community. We have one of the top theaters in the country and a host of small theater operations. We have an opera and a ballet, and we're known worldwide for our contributions to independent music and visual arts. You probably all know all that already, but here's something you might not know. The arts constitute an incredible local economy. There are more than 1,500 arts-related businesses in Louisville, and they support more than 8,000 jobs. In total, the arts in Louisville generate $260 million in economic activity in our city every year. That's extraordinary. And here at PRP, you're going to be playing your role in that economy. Now, the arts reflect our society and help us better understand ourselves. They are how we judge civilizations past and how we'll be judged by future generations. And I often say that the only thing that's survived the great civilizations throughout history is the creative product of the human mind. You know, what survives from the Greek culture, the Roman culture, art, theater, architecture, literature, music, painting, sculpture. That's what we remember from those great civilizations. And that's what, again, we will be remembered by. So I'm proud to be here today to help you celebrate this terrific new facility. And I'm so excited, again, as many have said, to see what you will create and produce here. So thank you and congratulations. And now it's my honor to introduce someone who has become a good friend, an incredible partner on a personal level, and for the community, just an amazing leader, someone who's committed not just to education, but to doing all sorts of things that will make sure that the future is bright for those who will go through PRP and those who will come after you. So it's a great honor for me to introduce our mayor, Greg Fischer.
Thank you, Congressman. Well, it's great to be here. I tell you, when you drive up, the first thing you notice is what a great architectural addition the theater is to the school. I mean, it's like it's been here, it belongs here, so great job, Henry, to you and your all's team on the architecture here on the exterior side and on the interior. I mean, folks, this is beautiful. I mean, this is as good as anything you're going to find anywhere in the world. Great job. So, I think it speaks to the value that we place in continuing to invest in our community, certainly in you all as our current and future leaders, as students here at PRP. And I think at the root of what everybody's been talking about here is how can we use facilities like this to create joy in learning, to bring joy in learning alive within each of us. We're all born with it, but then sometimes we lose it along the way. But boy, when you're involved with the arts and you express your inner motion, yes, it happened to have a good time with that and you learn through that as well, but then you also probably pick up some English skills and history skills and math skills at the same time. So I think the job for all of us in the community is to make sure that we can keep joy and learning alive, whether you're in high school or whether you're learning to the end of the game. Number one value for the community is lifelong learning. So it's delightful to see this investment here to keep our lifelong learning going in play. I'm proud of the city's partnership with JCPS. We feel that JCPS should be the best large public urban school district in the country. Dr. Hargens and her team, Dr. Shumate, say that all the time. JCPS is making incredible progress in our city. The world is taking notice as well. And what I love about the work that you all do, both as leadership and as students, you say, here's where we're at. We may not be the best right now, but we want to be, so we get after that work and keep going forward. I think that's all anybody expects, right? It's just to say we got a lot of work to do, but we're doing it. And so that's why the city signed a compact with JCPS so we could do the best job we could in terms of rallying the community around issues like out-of-school time activity, where we want to know where the city can be helpful to make sure we have learning throughout the week, throughout the summer, so we don't experience summer melt as well. That's why JCPS and the city of Louisville are partners on our 55,000 degree initiative, many of you all will be participating with 55,000 degrees. 55,000 more college degrees, either 2 or 4 year degrees in the community by the year 2020. And when we achieve that, we'll be in the top tier of American cities with adults with a college education. When we started the 55K program, we were around 36% of our adults with college education. Right now, we're at 42%. The goal, as I said, is 50%. National average, 39%. So we're running above the national average. And obviously what that does is, as we have these adults with degrees, it creates opportunities, good jobs. Hopefully y'all will be some great artistic entrepreneurs as well. So really important, because people talk about unemployment today. We don't have an unemployment problem if you have a college degree. Either 2 or 4 year degree. You know what the unemployment is? 3%. So getting that degree is super, super critical. Don't have a degree, just have high school degree, no longer good enough. Unemployment starts at 12% and goes up to 26%, depending on how much education and what your age is. So it's a no-brainer, folks, for the high school students here to go ahead once you finish here, get that 2-year, get that 4-year degree, and if you need help, JCPS, my office, Congressman's office, we're here to help any way that we possibly can. So I always want to pump education when I have the opportunity to. So good job to PRP. We're looking forward to the performance. You guys all look good. You've got a world-class venue here, and we're proud that it's located here in Southwest Jefferson County, which I believe is on quite a roll. I follow my mentor, Charlie Miller, who's up here, who everybody knows. If you know Charlie Miller here in this community, because of all his years at PRP, you're in good stead. But we've worked together on a lot of projects along with the council. Of course, we've got the Southwest Regional Library that's going to be opening later this year. That's going to be the gem of the public library system for us as well. So continued investment in Southwest Jefferson County. Proud to be part of the team. Speaking of the team, we got your councilman right here, Councilman Rick Blackwell, who's going to come up and share some love with us. Councilman Blackwell.
Thank you. In my day job, I'm actually an educator. I've been in high schools for 30 years. So I love getting an opportunity to, well, first of all, get away from my school for a few minutes and to come to your school and to celebrate something as important as what we have today. So I want to thank you for allowing me to be part of this first, and I want to also thank all of the teachers and educators who are in the room. I know what a hard job it can be at times in days like this, and seeing the performances with your students are those times that make it special and make it worthwhile. So I congratulate you today. I want to thank Dr. Hargens and the JCPS board for the investment. The mayor mentioned we have a lot going on in our end of town, and we certainly do, and a lot of it is because of Dr. Hargens and Jefferson County Public Schools and their investment. First, in Valley High School, where they put an auditorium and a gymnasium that now we play most of the major tournaments at Valley, and bring people from all over the community to our end of town. And so that was a huge investment. We appreciate it. And then this beautiful building, I mean, as the mayor said, this is wonderful. This is as good as it gets. I feel like I'm at the Kentucky Center for the Arts. It's just beautiful. So that kind of investment, and also the mayor and my council members who are with me today, and State Representative Charlie Miller, the investment in the library, the investment in Dixie Highway and changing the way that Dixie Highway looks for us. I mean, there's a lot going on. But today is about you. Today's about the Panthers. And I was at, the other night, I was at your Hall of Fame dinner, Fletcher's Hall of Fame dinner, and I got a chance to hear Alexis, who's wonderful. But she spoke so eloquently about the expectation here at PRP. And it's the expectation that I know of at PRP, and that is just the expectation of excellence. Everything you do, you set the bar very, very high. And she mentioned that when it comes to this beautiful building and it becomes the performances, that everything they do has to be the best. I mean, they're going to come out here and do the best performance. They're going to do the best sets. They're going to do the best whatever it is. And that's my experience at PRP, is you're always set to go so high. You don't talk about winning some ball games. You talk about winning state championships. You don't. It's always the bar is here, and so I expect the same here with this. I don't know if you still use the world famous, but for a number of years everything was about being world famous, and this certainly is a world famous arts building, and I know that your performances will be wonderful. And I appreciate again the opportunity to be here and congratulate you on your successes.
When this facility was introduced to me, the idea of it was introduced to me probably over a frustrated conversation between myself, Kate Keithley, Frank Gilbert, and Kyle Ross, who has come back to us from Milwaukee today to see the new building. It was a flustered conversation while we practiced in the gymatorium behind us, while circulating amongst girls' basketball practice and other practices, and we dreamed of this facility. I told them I wouldn't believe it until I held a shovel. When I held a shovel, I told them I wouldn't believe it until I stood on a stage. When I stood on a stage with no glass in the front of the building and practically no walls, I told them I wouldn't believe it until I had the first performance in here. Tonight I stare at the first performance that we'll have on this stage, and I still can't believe it.